So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Looking downfield for Jones.
The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the air again, Tannehill.
Slant pass, he's got Reynolds.
Touchdown! Josh Reynolds as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party we started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down and 3.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. It's Ryan.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And some room to work. And bulldozing his way through. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Davis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no return here for as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 27, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Davis will try to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Here's Davis running right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Davis. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Over the middle to Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you do that?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. Hard running at the 5th. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And a lead now up to 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go how they're going to fix them and continue.